All right. Well, hello everyone. Michael here, and welcome back to part 8 of building. I'm not going to try to lift it up today because it's getting heavy, but building the Lego SS America, which I can show you is right here, as you can see, even though it's too heavy to lift very efficiently at the moment. But anyways, we already got several people in the chat. Sam, thank you for joining in, being here absolutely early, beating out Millie. What? I didn't even know that was possible, Sam. Millie, looks like you got a little run for your money there. But anyways, it is good to be back. Even though it's been a week, I am a little bit late. I had some unforeseen matters come up, so had to delay the stream by 30 minutes or so. But it should be fine because we still got a lot of stuff we got to get done today. And last stream we had a very productive one. First of all, we moved the entire superstructure forward by 5 studs. That was not fun or easy at all, but we did it, and now it was absolutely worth it because she's finally proportional, all right? The America finally looks like how she's supposed to, and she's finally perfectly in scale with the big U back there. As always, you can just see those two glorious funnels sticking up there. Soon, those will be also joined by the glorious funnels of the America as well. Last stream also fully integrated the second funnel and filled up some necessary details between the two funnels on that mid deck. And today we're going to try to get to doing some lifeboats as well as pretty much finishing up superstructure, fully outfitting it, dealing it, and everything, getting it at least to where it will end, and all necessary details in between. And yeah, we'll see how far it takes us. We did lose, unfortunately, 30 minutes. We still got a full 2 hours to work with here, so should be fun. I gotta go do school. I'll be listening to the live. All right, thank you, Sam. I appreciate you doing that. And despite you having to do schoolwork, you're still watching. So that means a lot to me. Thank you for that, Sam. We got both of our glorious moderators in here today. But anyway, with that being said, let us get straight into doing it. Not an extra second to lose. All right, let's switch the camera around. Lower down using my brand new tripod ski. All right, there we go. So this is where we're at the moment. We've got, by the way, the only sort of off-camera activities that I got up to over the past week was getting those 1x3s in there that we did not have last stream. And I also got the one on that side. Didn't find one for the other side, but just swapped it out with a 1x1 or 1x2. Should be fine. I mean, it looks the same. Besides, people are going to be viewing this side of the ship the most, so we don't have to worry all that much about the other side of the ship anyway. So there is that. And well, the first thing that I would like to get to is figuring out the lifeboats. So if y'all remember last stream, towards the very end, we were trying to figure out how best to do the lifeboats. We originally decided to do the same exact style as on the SS United States, but now I'm thinking it might be best if we make them slightly larger than before. So let me just quickly look up a picture here. I just want to take a look at them, the SS United States and the America next to each other, so we can kind of get a sense of how big the lifeboats are proportional to each other. All right, so let's see, SS America X2, the big U. All right, let us see. Preferably, we would get that really nice picture from an airplane where we got the two docked right next to each other in New York. Do we have that picture here, please? This other one, also shot from a plane in the Hudson, should do just fine. Even though there's a little bit of perspective going on here, it should be absolutely fine. Anyways, I did not expect that. Okay, so it looks like the America actually has larger lifeboats compared to the SS United States. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make him larger. Yeah, that sounds absolutely perfect. Now, before we do that, just want to pull up a couple more pictures. Just get all prepared before we jump straight in. Right, get all of my pictures that I took at the Mariners Museum 2 months ago. Let's see. Where beest thou? There it is. Okay. And boom. All right. So looks like we are going to make the lifeboats a little bit bigger. Now, to make them even more in scale, it looks as though the ideal situation would be if we could get them to be 5 studs long, which unfortunately they do not make a 2x5 brick. So we're gonna have to figure something out here. Either we're gonna have to use a 2x3 and a 2x2, sacrifice some structural stability here. Oops, that's not very structurally stable. Not much we can do about that though. But I'm thinking, whoa, should we sacrifice that extra structural stability for more proportionality? Let's try, see what happens. So we got the 2x3 there, and then now we just need a 2x2 like this. And oh. All right. And also looking at the pictures, it seems like we might have to wait, this is fake Lego. I'm not putting that there. We might have to put some brown pieces on top of the lifeboats. Hold on. Let me get a better look at this. And my images on the model, they're white. But what about in real life? Hold on. Okay, let's see. There we go. There's that image I was looking for. Perfection. Okay. So actually, never mind. It looks like they're about the same size. I seem to have misjudged that because of the way. Oh, I didn't notice that. Huh. Well, in this picture, it looks as though the America actually has the sand green Neotex decking. How did I never notice that before? Oh well, this is gonna be the pre-war America anyway, so she's gonna have timber decking anyway, not the Neotex. This picture, by the way, just telling you what I'm looking over here. This picture, by the way, looks like it may have been taken probably late 50s, early 60s. Just just the way the camera seems to be set up with its settings, as well as I think like right there you can see some 60s era cars as well. So this is clearly sometime late 50s, early 60s, not the pre-war era, which we are modeling the SS America off, because of course we're gonna have giant layers on the side. Still have yet to figure that out, by the way. But looks as if the lifeboats are actually smaller. So I think we will be absolutely fine if we make the lifeboats the exact same as the United States. Because if this is in scale, then this will just only contribute to that illusion, I guess. All right, so in that case, let us get this whole lifeboat promenade lifeboated up. If that's a real term, it's definitely not, but it sounds like it could be lifeboated. Okay, and it also seems. Do we need another lifeboat like on this deck? We might, but we can worry about that later. All right. Okay, so now it's just a matter of seeing if we have enough slopes to even get all of this in, which we might not. But then again, I absolutely overstocked on slopes when we were building the SS United States last year. So we might have enough left over. You never know. Then there's also the added question is, if we use them all here, will we have enough for the SS Atlantic coming up probably in early June at the earliest? By the way, we are still on for building the SS Atlantic after we're done with this one. And again, depending on how quickly we finish this, I think actually not depending on how quick we finish this at all, as long as we get it finished by late May, this ship, the America, we should be able to get to building the SS Atlantic in early June, probably first week of June, I would say. Not gonna schedule anything yet. It is still kind of far out. Well, not too far out. I mean, it's 1 month. It's not that bad, but still. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to here. Cause see, I don't like how this lifeboat lines up with this little drop off in the decking, little step down. So how does that look like on the real ship? Actually, it's perfectly in scale. Yeah, that's good. It's actually absolutely perfection. Okay. And sorry, no commentary for a second. I just got really into the zone. But we seem to be doing good on lifeboats for now. And also taking a look at the pictures, looks like we got another gigantic breakwater coming up right after the second funnel. So we got to figure out how to do that pretty soon. How exactly we're going to do that is yet to be determined. But I'm sure we will figure that out because we always do, Chet. We always do. And that looks like that's going to be about as many lifeboats we're going to be able to get in now. Obviously, we're going to still add some more later on because there's still a couple more roads. Not roads, sorry, rows of lifeboats to do after this. So, I don't know. We'll just continue extending the deck and the superstructure for now. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyways, welcome to the stream, Fatima Q. Your name sounds familiar. I don't remember if you're from a previous stream, but your name definitely sounds familiar. Is Lego hard? I never tried it. I would say that Lego is only as hard as you make it. Lego is all about creativity and just letting your mind take the build. So it's only as hard as you aim to make it, I would say. But that's a very good question. It's a very good question. Now, I think we should try to figure out how to do. Okay, so it looks like the breakwater starts, or at least should start, like right about there. Yeah, and that would be perfectly in scale as well. All right. Okay, you came for the first time. Okay, it's just that your name sounded a little bit familiar. I think we had someone last year with your same name, but I don't know. I just must have confused you with somebody else. Somebody else. Sorry about that. But now for the breakwater. Is it really as big as I thought it was before? No, there's a bigger one after that. So this one's actually kind of tiny. Yeah, in comparison. So there's going to be a bigger one behind this one, which we will have to get to a little bit later. But looks like for this we might actually no, it should be fine. Maybe we just do this. That could work. Except it needs to be higher than the higher than this part of the deck. So maybe if I have like a cheese slope in white, that'd be really helpful. What am I making? I am currently building the Lego SS America. She was a 1939 pre-war era ocean liner built by the United States to compete with all the big European liners. And she definitely excelled at that. She may not have been the largest or the fastest, but she was definitely the most elegant and most cozy, I would say, ship out of all. So yes, that is what I'm making, and The reason we're making the America is so that she'll be in scale with our previous SS United States mock, which we built last year. So we could display them together. It'll look really, really cool. So there you go. All right, now it would be really helpful if I had a cheese slope around here somewhere. Could I please have a cheese slope? Okay, it looks like I'm not going to get one in that bin. Let's see if I can pilfer one from another location. Looks like I might be able to. Yes, indeed. All right, so it looks like we just do them like that. Yeah, that actually works quite nicely. Wouldn't you say? I mean, compare that to, hold on, this little white bit right here. I'd say that that works pretty darn well. Okay, there it is. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find a cheese slope for the other side just yet. I can certainly try and succeed, apparently. Huh. Again, this series of streams definitely seems to be proving that fate is at least on my side just this once. Just this once. Okay, so behind there, we already got that little step. And then looks like we need to extend the white of the deck a little bit more as well. All right, where's my white bricks? There they are. Okay, so put them down real nice. There we go. That is what we like to see. Okay. Now, only had some more. Okay, 2x8. That's what that. Or maybe not entirely. Hold on. Do I have a good piece or a plate that will fit in that spot? Please. That is not going to allow it to interlock. So we're this. Now, oh my god, that's horribly yellowed. Never mind. I'm going to use that as filler brick down the line. That is horrifically yellowed, sun damaged. So I don't think we're going to be using that. For sure, not going to be using that. All right. I'm just going to use a 2x3 here instead. Then we get that king. It's a win-win right there. All right, now same on this side. And let's get some tan brick action up in here. We got a bunch of 2x8s that are going to work really, really well here. All right. Now we do the same to the other side. Do we have space for one more? Nope. Sadness. Okay. Well, that should be enough for now. And then looks like, how much space is that? Where's my measuring? Okay. So that's 4. Okay, so that would be 2 studs? No. 3 studs, maybe. No, we'll make it 4 studs. We'll make it 4 studs past the funnel to a little thingy there. Welcome back to the stream, baby bacon. Good to see you, man. Thank you for joining back in from last week and the week before that. Means a lot that you are coming back, baby bacon. So good to see you, man. And now, let's see, how do we extend the decks here? We can do, is this possible? Nah. Unfortunately not. I really don't think I have enough white parts to build the SS Atlantic after this, to be honest with you guys. Excuse me. Okay. So we got that in. Can we put that there yet? Nope. Unfortunate. Now, what can we put there instead? We can put this and this. Actually, no, we shouldn't put that. But we should put another 2x3 there. That will be, well, Mr. Gorilla! Welcome back. I have not seen you for a while. It means a lot that you're back, man. Thank you so much for joining. All right, and now I think we would be able to do that unless yes. Actually, no. Yeah, we should be able to do that. I think. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, because it looks like the back there kind of sort of tapers outwards for that gigantic breakwater. Okay, so now what? Now actually we can put in some more lifeboats. So let's do that real quick. Actually, okay. So we're gonna put a couple lifeboats there, just like that, and then another one there. We'll see if we need another one there. That actually legitimately might be the last row of lifeboats that we're gonna need. No guarantees on that, but it might be. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong by looking at the pictures and counting the boats. All right. My week's already flying by too fast. Days are long, but weeks are short. I know, it's so trippy. I mean, your statement couldn't be any more relatable, Sam. Some days feel longer than others, but the weeks, like that's really, really trippy when that happens. And unfortunately, it's happened more often, it seems, as we're progressing through time. I mean, think about it, right? If I told you, if I asked you what 5 years ago was, then the answer would be 2021. I mean, how crazy is that? If I asked you right now, no further context, what was 5 years ago? And your mind would probably instantly go to, I mean, I would say my mind personally would go to like 2018, 2017. But no, 5 years ago was 2021. That's just insane. Speaking of 5 years, next Wednesday is the 5th year anniversary of this channel. Just a quick little self promotion there, but probably gonna do some crazy shorts on that. I was thinking of remaking the original six or so. Six, maybe five um, videos that I originally uploaded to this channel. Uh, for those of you that don't know, this channel was once my shorts channel, which was supposed to be supplementary to my main channel, which is now my second channel. It gets confusing, but this was originally supposed to be a shorts channel, and it was up until 2 years ago when I made it my main channel. But I used to just upload a bunch of random shorts here, and the first five weren't even shorts, they were just short videos. They were really dumb and really cringe, but you know what? So you got to honor your beginnings. So I'll try remaking them and get them out to you on Wednesday. So it's probably going to be really cringy and funny, but we'll see. Feels like it was just Sunday yesterday, or even just Saturday. I know. I mean, honestly, I woke up today thinking it was Monday, even though it's Tuesday. So time is really tripping out. What else is crazy? Titanic sang 114 years ago, but it was so modern, so it doesn't feel too long ago. Oh man. Oh, that makes me remember how sad I was last week when I forgot to commemorate the 114th anniversary of the Titanic sinking on April 15th. Ah, oh well. Time is gone anyways. But yes, it has officially been 114 years since the Titanic sank. Wait, no. Really? That can't be right, can it? 114 years? Holy moly. It's not 114, it's... Yeah, it is. Oh, wow. Okay, I forgot for a second that we were in 2026. I thought we were in 2024 for a second. My bad, Chad. That's insane. Dang, you're just giving me like an existential crisis, baby bacon. No, I'm kidding, but that's insane. I forgot that it was 2026 and the 114th anniversary of Titanic. I was actually about to correct you saying it was 112, even though that was in 2024. Crazy stuff. All right, but anyways, we can't allow ourselves to be too distracted by that, so we gotta move on. Keep moving. And to do that, we're just gonna do that. I think. And then it would be nice if it had, yes, absolutely perfect. Absolutely not perfect, actually. Dang it. Okay, well, first things first, we need another 2x8 for the decking on the other side. Just like that. Hmm. Actually, maybe, wait, let's remove this. Replace it with a 2x2 and then a 2x4 there. Yes, just like that. That is nice. Okay. Press down all the way, and then this, we need just something there. And what is that thing that we need? I think what we need to do first is extend the hull, actually. I think that is what we need to do because we're running out of space to work with, and we just got to start working on that hull. And that taper, backwards taper into the stern. So hold on here. Let me see. Let me pull up a better picture of the stern here. There we go. That's nice. All right, wait. Actually, get a top-down view. Okay. Okay. Is Google gonna be nice and give us a really nice view of the SS America from the top down? The answer seems to be no. Gosh, freaking dang it! Please. I mean, how much of it is it to ask for one good top-down image? We've had one for the past like 3 weeks. What'd you do with it, Google? Come on. All right, this weird deck layout thing is just gonna have to do. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we got the funnel there. Now we got a little dip there, which is how much? I can't do it with this image. I need something better. Crab Studios, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining back in, man. After your absolutely amazing share with us of that piece of cinema, which was a Red Tornado. Shout out to Crab Studios, by the way, y'all. Absolutely goated stop motion here. Give it up for Crab Studios. Got to go, but just wanted to say hi. That's all good, man. As long as you were in here, it was great to see you, as always. All right, when you find a good reference picture, just screenshot in case Google get rid of it. I mean, I've tried that before, but the thing is, like, my family shares this whole account, so my screenshots are just gonna get buried almost instantly. So, it at this point, it just feels maybe even a little bit more efficient to do it this way because, again, the account I do all this on my computer is shared with my family, so it'll just get buried like that. So I could try screenshotting it and see how long it stays close enough so I could get it fast during the stream. But okay, let's. Where is it? There it is. Found it. Oh, dang. Google really had my hopes up again. It was the SS United States. It is really curious that you are not able to find that many like blueprint pictures of the SS America compared to how many you can find with the SS United States. Even though the America had almost 3 times as long of an operational career as the SS United States and is arguably just as famous. I mean, Frank Sinatra, Marilyn Monroe, and John F. Kennedy were on this ship, bro. I mean, like, I'd say that's more than enough to make this ship very, very famous. Just the fact that Frank Sinatra sang on it alone, I think, should be enough. I mean, just my thing. Or print it off, like frame it, hang it dead center of the wall. You know what? That'd actually be kind of funny. If we find if we find that one, That'd be actually really funny if we did that. It would be even funnier if I didn't even frame it, just blue taped it to the wall. That'd be kind of funny, not gonna lie. But okay, come on. If I type in blueprint as a prompt, will it give me a better image? Nope. Of course not. Okay, how about this? Ooh. Okay, I think I found a good one. Let's go. Okay, finally. Took long enough. All right, let's see here. So, wow, the taper doesn't actually start till quite quite late. Hmm, interesting. All right. It is quite hard. It's only been like 60 years, so they should still have it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's American too. So it's not like the case with especially something like the SS Atlantic, which we're definitely going to have a really hard time building that in scale with all the other ships when we get to that, because again, it was built in the 1870s. There's not a lot of documentation still left. We don't even know what the exact height of it was from the bottom of its keel to the top of its funnel. We know to the masts, so I guess I could do some visual math there if we really had to. And honestly, we might have to. But compared to how hard it's going to be with the SS Atlantic, this is honestly really surprising. Because to make it even harder, the SS Atlantic is a British ship. I mean, right? This is good old American built. So I don't know. Just interesting. Okay, let's see here. Uh, how long is this deck behind the funnel? That's 4.5 studs compared to what? Compared to that. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 studs? Are you kidding me? So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What? All the way to there? Actually, you know what? That's not all that unreasonable. Wait, let me put something to mark that stud down just so we can remember. Okay. What is the SS Atlantic? So basically, last year we had the ship vote. Obviously, something I do every year here on this channel, where I give you guys a list of 5 ships to vote from, and whichever ships win before January 1st, I build them from Lego that year. And this year, 2 ships won, which was, of course, the America and the SS Atlantic. Now, the SS Atlantic, she was a really, really early ocean liner built for the White Star Line by Harland and Wolff in 1870. So she is no spring chicken, I tell you that. And she was part of the Oceanic class, going off the very prolific, actually not so prolific, but rather more infamous SS Oceanic. And the Atlantic had, a normal career, and she was average for the time. She did, however, revolutionize passenger accommodations. So, the third class passengers weren't treated like cows. That was really great. But she unfortunately met her ultimate and horrific end one stormy night on April 1st of all nights, off the coast of Nova Scotia. She actually ran out of coal and had to sail all the way to Halifax to get some more coal. On the way, she hit a stone shoal, and she started sinking, filling up the water because it was a storm, the waves were high, and about 550 or so people ended up dying that night out of, I think, like 700. So back then, it was the biggest maritime disaster up until, I believe, uh, the Sultana. I think just a couple years later, the steamship that horribly burnt down on the Mississippi River. But yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of context on the uh, on the ship there. Anyways, Where was I? Yes, I was getting dimensions. So we still have, wow, it's crazy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 studs, which can be compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's wrong. That's not right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is, whoops. That is to the middle of the funnel. Do we have that much space? 1870? Oh yes, she is old. That's how many years? That is 150 years or so. Getting a little bit more exact here though. 156, I would suppose. All right, so let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 40 studs. Do we have that much space still left for the America? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That, wow, that's actually perfect. What the heck? That's spot on. What? Hold on a second, guys. We have just found out that by moving the superstructure 5 studs forward last stream, we could not possibly make this any more proportional. How crazy is that? What? After that, I think this might actually be my most accurate ship mock ever, which is insane because I thought my Britannic was pretty top notch, but I mean, chat, I don't even know what to say. This is insane. It is literally perfect down to the last stud. I mean, what? I have no words, so I'm not gonna try to find. It's gonna build. All right. Whew. Wow, that is crazy. Anyways, before we go on, I would like to whip out my black Chinese bricks and build up the hull just a little bit more so we can add in more of that spine so we can get some nice stuff done. All right, we got ourselves some Chinese bricky doos. And wow, why did that just pop off? That was weird. Okay, now where's that super 2x8? It's a 2x6, actually. That could be useful. Okay, that just stood up by itself. That's kind of cool. Okay, so is this the yellowed one? Yeah, it is the yellowed one. So we're going to use that right there. Okay, and now we need just a platage right there. Exactly like that. And then another brick. Also exactly like that. Then just one more. We can use this one. No harm done if it's red, because we're already done with all the red. And now we can continue with the hull. Now, if I had some 2x2s, that'd be golden, which I do. And I feel like that should be 2 studs though. 2 stud taper. 2 stud low taper face. Do I have any 2x3s? Please tell me I do. In black, I mean. Obviously I have 2x3s. Don't know if I have them in black anymore. Unless I have some Chinese ones. Wait, do I actually have Chinese 2x3s? I would guess not, because I don't remember seeing any. We do seem to be in a pickle. We do not have that many black 2x3s as I thought. Does this warrant a trip to Bricks and Minifigs? Not? We can... Oh, I do have one. I spoke too soon. The only thing is we need another one now. Uh, Now, one 2x3, sure, but two, that seems a little bit outlandish given the current situation. Uh, okay, I was gonna say maybe we should use a 1x3, but you know what? Let's not use a 1x3. That's gonna look weird if you look from the bottom up, so not gonna do it at all. Instead, I think what could be worthwhile is if we use a Chinese 1x2 there instead, or a Chinese 1x1, that works as well. We'll take that. And then here, unclear if that's gonna look good yet. Probably it's gonna look pretty good. It's all right. If you had to estimate how many more streams do you think you have to do? Hmm. Well, with the current progress, let's see, we're on part 8 now, and we're well halfway through. So I would say we could probably get this done around part 12, part 13, to be honest with you. Unless I decide to build the letters off stream, in which case, I mean, on stream, then we probably have at least until part 14, like the SS United States, but we'll see. If I had to estimate, I'd say around part 12, 13 could be when we finish this completely off. So we'll see. We'll see how my prediction holds up against how things are actually gonna turn up. Another thing that I really have to get to doing, chat, is getting the king posts and the radar masts in. I think I'm gonna do that off camera, just because um, it's gonna be a little complicated to find all the necessary miscellaneous parts that are required for doing it. Mostly just the cylinders. I think I'm gonna have some trouble finding a ton of them. So I might do it off camera, maybe this week. Maybe wow, that fits perfectly. Maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll see. But I think here, why is it not connecting? Well, oh, that's why. Because we have a little floating part there of the hull. Well, not a floating part, but a part that doesn't fully touch the ground, which is supposed to be there, by the way, Chad. If y'all forgot. Okay. So actually, it looks like we might be able to get a lot more done this stream than I thought. So maybe I alter my estimation from 12 to 13 to 11 to 12 streams left. I feel like that would honestly make just the slightest bit more sense. Okay, so looks like we're actually gonna have to move this back by one, because that is too much of a taper. And while we do need a pretty big one, don't need one that's that big. All right, do not need one that is that big. Now it's a matter of how exactly I'm going to set this up. Maybe you put a 1 by something there. 1 by 2, sure, that works. Works. Oh, and this side is just working perfectly. Decides to just work perfectly. Sure. Sure, buddy. Okay. And then I think we should be fine with just a single step up for the entire rest of the taper. We might as well just finish off the whole hull here, chat, and then on the next couple of streams, just hone in really hard on the deck, so we don't have to worry about the hull anymore. What do y'all think about that? Hmm? Just go ahead, lock in today, finish up the hull completely. Let's go for it. Add that next goal into the already existing goals for the stream. Hold on. Oh, snap. Yeah, we might have to do something about the integrity of this. Not gonna lie to you. But I think it should be a lot stronger once we put some more bricks on top of it, honestly. I mean, you might as well. I mean, yeah, you're right. Might as well just go ahead, finish off the entire hull. Honestly, shouldn't even take too long. As long as I have my images open right in front of me here, and all of my Chinese bricks, we should be absolutely good to go. By the way, chat, I think I forgot to. I mean, I reported on this in a separate YouTube post, but I haven't actually acknowledged it in a live stream yet. But Artemis 2 has returned. I know I'm very late on this, like 2 weeks, but overall, what did y'all think of the Artemis 2 mission? Me personally, it was absolute pure cinema, pure meme farming, and pure history writing. I mean, Artemis 2, I think, might just go down in history as not only the single most memed on space mission, save for maybe Apollo 11, because, you know, with all the fake moon landing conspirators. But I think this Artemis 2 mission may very well go down in history for being the single most memed on mission to space ever. I thought it was gonna explode or get hit by a meteor. Ooh, that's a little bit scary. There was definitely thoughts of that going around all over the world. That's for sure. Lots to worry about with that mission, but me personally, I just kind of tried to not think about everything that could go wrong. Kind of taking the words out of Scott Kelly's autobiography, but just try not to think about everything that could go wrong and think about everything that can go right. Even though if things do go wrong, they will go horribly wrong. So I mean, there's that. I mean, there was 100% a chance that something like that would happen. I mean, they would either get hit by a meteorite, or a gigantic jar of Nutella. I mean, you know. All right, Sam. All right. All right. Should I take your moderator title from you? No, I'm kidding, Sam. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Sam. I'm kidding. But like, come on, come on. We have iPhone footage. I feel like the fact that we had a little iPhone up there filming the moon would be enough proof. But I mean, to each their own. I mean, at the end of the day, whether you think the moon landings, the original moon landings, were real or not, or this too was real or not, that doesn't make you any less of an awesome human being. Okay, now, what would be really awesome was if I had 2x3s, which I do not, which really sucks. But we do have this corner piece. That could work not that nicely, actually. Never mind. Okay, how are we going to do this, Chad? Hello, genuinely, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get this shaped up? Let me just put something here real quick, because not having any extra support here to go off of is kind of ticking me off, I'm not going to lie. So, does this fit? That fits perfectly. Or does it? No, it does not. Okay. We need something a little bit smaller there, it seems. So I'm gonna put that there. Now, how on earth are we gonna pull this off? Gosh. Ooh, I just realized something really important about the hull that I almost forgot about was the little transition from white to black. In between the superstructure and the black part of the hull. Gosh, I'm glad I remembered that, because that would have been catastrophic. Okay, now we need a colored in view of the SS United States. Not the SS United States, the America. Gosh, I'm still so used to saying the SS United States so often. Ah, all right, let's see. So that. Hmm, So looks like it was about how many studs away from that? Hold on. Did I get proportionality off again? 5.5, 4.5. It's fine. Oh, actually, no, I did get the proportionality right. Sorry. I got a little bit worried there for a second. So that's about 1.5 studs, which is comparable to that. The winches. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 studs. Way from the funnel? Did I measure from the funnel or for the thing? No. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the transition should be about there, I would say. Let's mark it with, I don't know, let's mark it with that. Sure. Oh well. I gotta go, bro. All right. Thank you for joining in, Sam. Oh, you didn't say bro. You said be right back. My bad. But thank you for joining in, Sam. Hopefully, I get to see you before the stream ends. We still got about an hour before I gotta get off the air. But yes, thank you for being here, Sam, and I look forward to seeing if you join back in. And now, uh, let's just get that back hull fully shaped. Let's just get it all shaped up and done. This is gonna be one heck of a crazy update short. Uh, when we're done with this stream, I tell you, it's gonna be one heck of a crazy one. I mean, we can put that there, and then we can kind of hang something off there. That could work. Wait, hold on. That actually could work. Hold on. Let me cook. Let me cook, Chad. Give me the pan. Give me the pan, and I will cook. All right. Now we need a Chinese 1x2, which I have acquired. Will that work? Do we have a longer black? Yes, we do. Thank goodness. Wait, actually, it'll be better if we do this. Trust, Chad. Trust. All right, that's good. Yep, I'm happy with that. And whoa, I just had this really weird sensation. I picked up a brick, and I thought that I touched something wet, but no, my nerves are tweaking. That was crazy. I gotta go to a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you so much for joining in, Baby Bacon. It was great seeing you, and I wish you also a beautifully blessed rest of your day as well. Thank you for joining in, Baby Bacon. Hope to see you around, and I wish you a good evening, man. Peace. Okay, let's just raise this up a little bit more first. So the transition is going to happen on this top layer here, all right? Just going to place that there. Continue holding our spots where we're going to put that transition. That transition is going to be tough because we're going to have to use some pretty cool techniques to achieve it. But we've already done a similar transition on the SS United, so there should be a piece of cake. And now, do I have another black 2x6? That would be really helpful if I did. No, but I found a 2x3. That's just as good. And I found another one. Oh wait, is it black? Okay, I thought it was dark blue for a second, but no, it is actually black. No idea that I had two of those still remaining in my box here. All right. Oh, this is weird. I got that same sensation again. Like I feel when I touch the bricks in the box, I felt my hand into a bucket of water, except I didn't. It's just that my nerves are tweaked. Crazy. Wow. Okay. Now how do we shape? Okay, so it looks like the SS America has a slightly less dramatic cruiser than the SS United States, so we should be pretty safe with just doing that. Then just keeping it flat for another 2 layers, I think. think we should be safe with doing that. Maybe something like that. Does that work? Kind of. I mean, kind of. It does work. And then, hold on. Let me do the same on the other side real quick. Grab my Chinese bricks. All right. Looks like we're gonna have to do some more brick acrobatics, if you will. Okay, looks like another Chinese 1x2. Just gonna put that right there, like that, and then we definitely need a lot of filler brick in that location there. So, gotta figure out how to incorporate that. Ooh, this piece will be useful for the transition, and this piece will be useful for filler brick. Perfect. So we can slide. Actually, we need one more. We need a 2x2 of any kind. This blue one will do. Okay, perfect. There we go. And now, I just recently saw a super gigantic and long black piece. So I was hoping we could. Okay, I set it aside. There we go. I think it would be better if I put it like that. There. Yeah, that's good. All right. Wow, this thing's really starting to come together. Okay, so now we have to continue figuring out how to shape the rest of this hull. Gosh, this is really hard. Okay, so now we put 2x2 there. And I think that's actually about as high as we need to make it. The rest is just gonna be a little deck there and then roof above that, I guess. Okay, and in that case, let's just extend this more. Except we can't unless we do this. I can't do that either. Let me just replace this. You know what? I'm just gonna replace this with a 2x3. Just make my life easier. And then we do this, followed by this. Perfect. And then that is absolutely just super perfect. Oh, we still got one more 2x3 I didn't even realize. That is very nice. Okay, yeah, looks like at the rate that we're using up these black bricks, we are going to need to make a separate for when we start building the SS Atlantic, because looks like we're almost definitely going to run out before then, or at least barely have enough to even start the thing. So definitely probably going to have to get more brick for that. And now here, we just put 2x4s like that. And then there, you can just put a 1x. Oh, I forgot that's a 6 stud base. Let's just use the 2x3 there. And then you can just do that. Boom and boom. That's the black part done. Not too sure how I feel about the stern just yet. Hold on. Let me raise it up just to my eye level here so I can get a better look at how it turned out. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I think that captures the camber of the stern pretty well. Is that a proper terminology used by camber? I know that's what you describe. That's the word you just use to describe the shape of an airplane wing or an airfoil. It's camber. Not sure if that's what you use for a stern of a ship, but I don't know. Who knows? Might as well use it. After all, uh, aviation does use nautical terms extremely often, so should be just fine. All right, so here, let's start working on that transition. We're gonna need a black slope. First things first. Do I have one? Is the question. One or two? Well, actually, I do need two because we can do it on both sides. Ooh, drops up. Oh, dropping many things. That is not good. Very, very not good. All right, let's see. What time is it? 7:34. Oh, wow. We're actually doing great on time, chat. We are doing awesome on time. All right. Okay, we got one slope so far. Now we just need one more. And finally, could find one. Ooh, we found an inverted white slope. That's exactly what we need. Now just to find another black slope. Just give me a black slope. I mean, come on. How hard is it to give, bro? How hard? Just give me a black slope. Please. Please, I beg of you. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. Okay. I got the black slope. Now we need another white inverted slope. And then we will be absolutely perfect. Absolutely set. Let's go. Found one. Let's actually freaking go. We got it, chat. Okay, and now we do this. Hold on. Okay. So, actually, wait, comparing it to the SS United States, little transition, it's definitely a lot more stark than the SS United States. You know what? It's so stark, in fact, we might just be fine if we just make it a straight line. Let's see how that looks, see if it looks like crap, and then we'll change it if we need to. Honestly, I get the feeling that we might have to change it because I'd say this has a pretty high likelihood of looking like crap, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to replace that with this. Actually, wait, I was not supposed to do that. What I was supposed to do was to get a 2x2, put it like that, and then put this. Yeah, that looks like crap. All right, yeah, we're not doing that. Instead, we are going to do... Wait, hold on. I'm going to need to make some change here to make this interlock. Gosh, okay. Grab another Chinese 2x2, place it right there. Should be good. That fell down horrifically. And then now we should be good like that, no? Yeah, I'd say so. All right, and then we're going to need a black piece right here. Aren't we? No, we need a white piece there. What am I thinking? Black piece goes up here, I'm pretty sure. No? I think we just need the white piece. Not even worried about the black piece. Okay. Now, I need a white piece if I can find one. Definitely not going to use a 2x3. We need those. Or do we? We actually don't need to make a line for the SS Atlantic, so I think it should be fine. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better, Chad. Wouldn't you say so? That looks way better than the crap we had before. Okay, and now I think we'll be fine if we use 1x4. But before that, I need to place a slope there. Alright, so right there. Okay, good. And then that like that. And then we can just do that. And Oh wait, actually, it'll be nice if we can do that. And boom, there's our transition. Very nice transition, if I say so myself. Now, let us put some white brick there. Or sorry, white plate, more like. I can switch this out probably for this one. And it'll just be better for all of us then. Yeah, oh wow, that fits perfectly. Did not expect it to fit that perfectly. Okay. Chill with the perfection here, alright? Ah, there. Absolute perfection. Now, if only we had that same perfection on the other side, that'd actually be really nice. Unfortunately not, but I am pretty confident that I have a 2x3 in here. Yep, there's one. Perfect. There. Alright, that's pretty nice, I would say. It's very, very, very nice. And, also be nice is building out the white up until we're gonna have to build a little promenade underneath. So how long is this section? That is 4.5 studs, which is comparable. Comparable to what exactly? Oh gosh, what have I done? I've done something. Wait, hold on. I didn't. Oops. Oh, what have I done? All right, the images are going crazy. Ah, there we go. All right, chat. We're back. We're back in business. All right, so that's about 3.5. What is happening? Okay, chat. Google's actually like, I think there's leprechauns in Google taking control of Google again. Cause I mean, this is ridiculous. It's just switching images without, and I can't close it. What on earth is going on? Hello. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I think the greatest explanation I have is the leprechauns have once again invaded my computer. Ugh. Gosh. Okay. Well, at least we still have this image. Oh wow, this one's actually higher quality. Huh. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise, actually. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Alright, so that's exactly 4 studs, which is exactly the same as between the funnels. Pretty much. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 studs. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then starting right there, going to have our little promenade. All right, wonderful. So now we just put in all the white, all the necessary white bricks, just like this. And oh wow, this one's like from the 60s. Not using that one. Y'all know the drill. That one's fake, so we're just gonna use that as filler brick, just like that. It's not connecting. Hello, there we go. All right. Now this one is not from the 60s or fake. Actually, never mind. I think it might be better to use 2x6 there. Okay, see, that just looks awkward. Hold on, how are we gonna do this? Wait, I want to switch this real quick. Switch this to a 2x4 so it looks less awkward. There. And then there. Put that back. And then, will it make more sense? Yes, it will make a lot more sense. Whew, that is wonderful. That is very, very wonderful. And then right there, do we worry about that transition? Yes, we certainly do. Like this. Or is it more just sort of full on just nothingness? No, there's a little bit of a transition, so we'll keep it. We will keep it. Now, if I only had another one, another white slope exactly like that, I mean, I should. I stocked up on them a couple months ago in preparation for this. Oh, did I just see one? No. Okay. Oh, no, I did see one. Perfect. There. All right. Now we're just going to do the white for the other side. Yeah, that's good. And now we just need a 1x2. Sorry, crazy voice crack. And there we go. That is the white part done. Now, the question is, should we continue that? Probably should, right? Until it becomes... Actually, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there for the hull extensions for today and get back to the original goal, which was working on the top deck. So, let us get back to that. Man, I'm already getting tired. This is a very productive stream, and it's only been an hour. Gotta get a drink of water. Haven't had one in the past hour. You all know how my voice gets when I yap too much. Not that I really have another choice against yapping, but you know, you all know how it is. Okay. Now, back to the task at hand. Wait, is my mic still working? Yes. Wait. Kurchak. Yeah, it's probably still working. All right. There. Okay, so now I think we're done with the black bricks, actually. I don't think we need any more for the rest of the build. Chad, this is actually amazing. We are done with the black bricks. And yeah, this is definitely not going to be enough to build the SS Atlantic. But, you know, as I like to say, we will cross that bridge when we get there. All right, just going to take a quick little breather here, do some stretching. It's been a very eventful stream thus far. Whew. Okay. I think we should get back to building now. So I'm going to switch back over to my images. There we go. And continue the build. Actually, wait. I need a different image. There it is. And then, what is that distance? That is 2 studs, which is exactly the same as... Okay, one stud, which is comparable to the size of the 4 cargo hatch. So 5 studs, we'll make it 5 studs away from the funnel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there, we're gonna have a little box seams of sorts. So actually, I'm gonna mark that down with something. Just mark it down with that temporarily. And now I just realized that we need to build up the skeleton. The skeleton, yes. Don't know why I blanked on that so much just now. Why did I throw... Okay, I thought I threw my brick separator in the loose parts bin, but no. Just a random brick separator, okay. Anyways, we're gonna do this now. Wait, do I have a longer brick? Yes, I do. That is perfection. Now I need another long brick, which I have. Wait, is this a Polish brick? Oh, that's sad. Would have been fun if it was a Polish brick. And I could say Kurchak again and scare you all. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Don't you worry about it. All right. There we go. Oh, wait, we need filler plate there. We need filler plate. Welcome to the stream, the ship guy. Thank you for joining in. Great to see we have another fellow appreciator of ocean liners in the stream, it seems. So thank you for joining in, Mr. Ship Lover. I think I'm going to do like that, actually. Oh, wait, I can't do it like that, can I? Wait, hold on. I probably shouldn't, in case deck needs to be there. Hold on. I need a filler one by something plate. Okay, this lavender one will do. Whatever this color's called. Okay. Now, I'm actually not going to put that there. I'm going to put this here instead. And then that's a single plate of distance. So we need a filler plate to go there, of which this one is perfect. Now we just need some more white bricks. And everything will be good. Or will it? Hold on. Let me switch back to my images here real quick. Okay. So this will be the end of the topmost deck, and looks like the lifeboats go all the way up until then. So that is partially good news. And so we will get some more lifeboat action in before we finish the ship off. Fortunately, we all love here. We all very much love lifeboat time. All right. I think it's about high time we removed that little placeholder piece, and we replaced it with hopefully a 1x2, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a 1x2. So instead, I'm gonna have to settle for 1x4. Yeah, it's not really great, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So it should be fine. All right, now it looks like we're gonna need to do the same to the other side. Or actually, do we need to do that? I don't think we do, actually. Yeah, this top part doesn't need to be here. Only the bottom part does. Huh, okay. That works out better than I expected. Very nice. Okay. So I think I'm just going to use a 1x6 here, just because. No real reason. Alright, now we need a 1x1 and a 1x4, which I have right here. Actually, it might be better if I use a 2x4 there. Not going to lie. Okay. And then, ooh. Ooh. So looks like we got a bit of a promenade deck exit there going on, which I did not realize upon first looks. Welp. Looks like we're gonna have to incorporate it somehow. Looks like we're gonna have to do with a slope. So probably something like that, I suppose. And then we just get some tan there. Yeah. I think that's gonna be good. Okay, yeah. I got confused a second. I thought I didn't have all the layers, but I do have all the layers. So this is actually really nice. And then that'll be solid. No one's gonna really look back there anyway. And then this will be an open hole for tan and the promenade. Now we need to put some more white brick there. which I have in my hand, thankfully. You can just put right there, and then put that. There we go. Doesn't matter, that one's a little bit sun damaged. I don't care at this point. And then we do that. No, we don't do that. Instead, do we do this? No, we don't do that either. And what do we do exactly? Can't do any of those. What do we do? Like that? Does that go all right? No. Dang it. Okay, we need... Yeah, no, that's just not gonna work. Now, if we had a plate could actually go really hard there in that specific location. That works. And then now maybe here. And only hope that I can find one. Dang it, it's because we used it for this. Okay, guess I really have no choice then but to use this and find a substitute. Now, for said substitute, I don't know what we're going to use. Don't know. I could get some more miscellaneous 1x1 filler plate. Oh, actually I do. 1x1. That actually works really nicely. Okay. Okay, there. Okay, perfect. Now I just need another slope. And I really hope I have another one. I do. Looks like it might actually get us to the end of the SS America with these slopes, hopefully. Can only hope, chat. And then we just put a 1x6. Actually, no, we don't put a 1x6. Instead, we put a 2x4 right there. And a 2 by... You're never going to guess. 2. Gotcha there. Okay. So now... Supposed to be 25 studs, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. Did I make it too long? Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I did make it a little bit too long. So, I'm just going to move it back. Maybe by 1. Yeah, 1 should do the trick. Actually, no. Actually, it's perfect right where it is. I just realized. Because we're going to have a little 2-stud deck area there. So it should be absolutely fine. Okay, so now what are we doing? Yes, I was going to put a really big plate there. And I suppose we could put that, but no. Now this is what I'm talking about. The most perfect plate one could ever place here. Now, for some supportive. Certainly needs some. Is there space underneath there for support? Doesn't look like it, so we're just going to do this. And that should be more than enough support for it. Yeah. That is good. All right. There. Now we just continue doing the white. Oh, this was catapulted. Whoops. Did not mean to catapult that. And then we need a filler brick there. We'll use this suntanned white 2x6. And then now what do we need? We need a tan piece like that to go there. And we put this. Wait, do we put that there? Hold on. How long is this thing supposed to be? This little upper funnel deck, whatever it's called. It's exactly 2 studs. That's exactly 2 studs. So that's what? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs. We'll make it 7 studs. Turn these into regular 2x4s. If I can find any more, I feel like we might be out actually. That would be a catastrophe. Let's hope I don't. Let's hope I still have some. All right, I do. Okay, perfect. And now, looks like we are gonna need some more filler plates there. We'll use this. And we're gonna use it. Actually, wait, no, we're not gonna use that. Instead, we are going to use a tan version of that piece because that is right where the deck starts. All right. Yo, we got Hamilton in the stream. Yo, it has been a while, Kim. It is so good to see you. I'm not even gonna lie. It is really great to see you, Kim Hamilton. Oh yes, you bet. We have made some great progress. I think since your last stream, we've got both funnels in, and we are edging in on that finish line there. We're gonna get this done probably by mid-May, aiming for a late May finish date, and then gonna start up on SS Atlantic early June. So things are going really, really great right now. Progress is absolutely through the roof. And okay, we got that pressed down. That should be just enough space. And then we need tan 1x1s there. Gosh, I hope I have some. Okay. I remember if I can't find any 1x1s in this bin shed, I'm just gonna save it till the next stream. Alright, to get those off camera, get those put in, and leave it at that. Unless I get two corner pieces, then I think we would be pretty darn well set off. I mean, I've only found one so far. Now, if I only found another, then things would be perfect. And it looks like I'm not going to find another one. Oh, well. Did find a 1x2, which we can put there. I mean, it looks like we're just going to have to... do what? Actually, we're going to have to take this apart because... Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. I got confused there for a second thinking that this was supposed to be tan. No, this part is supposed to be tan, all right? So, now we can just use these pieces here. There. This is all very, very perfect. All right, she looks amazing. Yes, she certainly does. Thank you for that, Kim Hamilton. can wait to see how even more amazing she's going to look like next to the SS United States. That is going to be a crazy sight to see, especially when I take both of them to the next convention. Whew. Oh, that's going to be a legendary sight. A legendary sight. Have we done the mass yet? Unfortunately not. I might get to that this week in between this stream and the next stream, because that is 100%. The one thing that she's missing is the two king posts at the front, two king posts on the back, and then the radar mast at the front. And we haven't quite gotten to the mast at the back end yet, but we should be able to get to that general area probably this stream. Speaking of this stream, probably going to go for another 30 minutes. Let's get as much more progress on the top deck as we can, because I do not want to name the next stream continuing the deck behind the second funnel again. This is already the second stream in a row that I've named that way. I do not want to name it for 3 in a row. All right. So let's just try to not do that. Okay, now what did I drop? That sounded like an important piece. Wasn't too important, but did almost lose it under the piano, so that's always nice. We're just gonna use that there. Okay. And then press that in. And I think at this stage we should be pretty safe to switch back to my own images I have.
Chat, how long have y'all not been able to hear me? Genuine question. How long has it been since you've been not been able to hear me? Have I been talking this whole time and you not been able to hear me? Looks like my mic died again. Gosh, freaking dang it. Chat, I'm about to crash out again. I'm actually about to crash out. Oh, I gotta go back. I gotta see how long ago. How long ago was that, Chad? Wait, how long has it been since I stopped talking? Yeah, Sam. Somehow your joining back in has made me realize that uh that I've not been talking. Wait. Oh gosh, that was just 6 minutes ago though. Not that bad. 12 minutes. 19 minutes. Oh my gosh. I've been muted for the past 30 minutes. Back, and then the radar mast at the front, and we hadn't quite gotten to. Okay, okay. At least it didn't die right before Kim Hamilton joined in. Maybe that's why he left. Actually, looks like my mic died right after I explained the mast to Kim Hamilton. Continuing the deck behind the second plot for King. Wait, so it died. It died like right around here. Died at exactly 28 minutes and 15 seconds. So I've been muted for the past 28 minutes and 15 seconds. So, so it died. Bruh. That is unfortunate. Oh well, I guess it didn't really say anything that crazy. I mean, you guys will get a little bit less quality out of my voice now that my mic is dead, but should be fine until we end the stream, which should be soon. All right. Well, now let's. You know what? Let's not think about it too much at the moment and just keep moving onwards. Because in situations like this, that is all that one can do. Move forward. I don't like that that's like that, but it should be fine. Gonna cut corners where we can. Not sure if OSHA's gonna like that, but I certainly will. Okay, I certainly don't like how this is wobbly though. That is not up to OSHA standards, barely even to mine. So let's put something there like this weird piece. And another one of those weird pieces. Actually, no, we're gonna put a red grill there for some zestiness. That was weird. Why did I say it like that? Okay, well now it's more stable. And now it should be a lot better to put back on. Okay, this brick is horrifically sun damaged, so we're gonna switch that out for something a little bit less sun damaged, like this brick. Okay, and then now we just do that. Ah, I just realized we're probably gonna have to make this uh plate to be tan because there's just a little tiny bit of it that needs to be tan, and just so that could happen, I'm willing to make this entire thing tan. So that is what I'm gonna do. That is precisely what I'm going to do. Just like that. Boom. All right. Now we put this back. That's not how that went. But this is though. Okay. Good. 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 And then there we just need a 1x4, which maybe I shouldn't use. Actually, where's that sun damage brick? It's actually a perfect place for it because you're not going to be able to see it very much. Should we use the 1960s brick? I think it's only fitting that we use the 1960s brick. No point letting it sit on a shelf. Better let it do what it's supposed to do. Have y'all ever heard the quote from this one YouTuber guy? And it basically goes, better dirty than dusty. Obviously referring to, it's better to actually use your Lego what it was supposed to be used for, which is play, getting rough and dirty in the mud, instead of just sitting on a shelf and getting dusty. I think there's a lot of symbolism in that quote, and I'm not the right person to tell you that symbolism, to be honest with you. Okay, let's get this deck finished, and I think we're gonna end the stream. Okay, I don't like how this is flopping around though. How can we remedy that? I'm just gonna use this black tile. Which will be fine. Yeah, that's certainly a lot less floppy now. And once we put the big pieces on top, then it'll be even stronger. All right, let's see. We'll test the structural integrity, see if this thing collapses. What am I saying? See if this thing collapses when I put crazy amounts of pressure on it. It's not. Oh my gosh. Chat, we actually cooked on the structural integrity of this. Let's go. That is always great, great news. And now, oh my gosh. Now I gotta take that off because I forgot to put filler brick in there. How silly of me. How very silly of me. Okay. Uh, okay. This light green piece will do just great. And now I just need a randomly colored 2x2. And the question is what color it will be. It'll be this weird off-brand, off-flame yellow thing, I guess. Wait, let me go back to my pictures real quick. Yep, it's all just empty. All completely empty. So we can go ahead and press this down again. Test the structural integrity one more time. Wait, let me just press down here. Wow. Wow. Despite there being a giant gaping hole in the side of the ship, which is supposed to be there, by the way, this thing is actually a lot stronger than I hoped for. So that is very, very great news. 1x6 goes perfectly in there. Love to see it. Only could get 2 1x6. That would be greatest. Actually, no, 1 2x6 and 1 1x6 to go in there. Oh, perfect. And then, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to need another 1x2 there, which is fine. I'll be able to get that off camera sometime this week, which is fine. You know, at this stage, it's absolutely fine. All right. But, chat, I think that with that, that is going to do it for this live stream. I know it's only been what? It's barely been 2 hours, but you know what? I think I'm happy with how long the stream went for, and despite starting late, you know, and all that, we managed to get a lot of stuff done, which is very, very, very good. I'm extremely happy with how much stuff we managed to achieve, especially the fact that we have now extended the black part of the hull and all of the ship to her final length completely. This is where she will end, and before I go, let's just go ahead and make sure, just for old time's sake, that she is still indeed to scale with the SS United States back there. So zoom in. I'm gonna take her over there now. All right, grab her up. Wow, she's really getting heavy. All right, old girl. Let's see how you measure up to your big sister. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, that is nice. What y'all say, Chad? What are you all saying? I think she's doing very, very well. to be in scale with the SS United States. Man, this is going better than I thought it would. Wow. And it looks better than I thought it would, which is even more awesome. Wow. But yeah, all she's really missing now are those king posts and masts. And I think we will, once we get those in, we will have a very complete and very fine looking SS America. All right, now to put this back on the table carefully, turn the camera back around. Okay, position her nicely so I can film the update short tomorrow. And all right, let's go ahead, switch the camera around. And chat, I think that that is going to be it for today's live stream. Absolutely crazy live stream. As always, we got such good progress done on her. Extended her to her final length, finished off the black part of the hull. We got the deck behind the second funnel completely done. So that means next week we'll be moving on to the aft well deck. And you know what? Taking a look at the progress of this week, we might actually be able to finish her next stream. I don't know. I don't know if we are going to be able to, but with the current progress and with the ambition going strong, I think that's 100% on the cards, chat, that next week we will be able to fully finish well, actually not fully finish the SS America, because we're still going to need to do the words. Uh, that, you know what, I think I'm probably just going to have to figure that out off camera on by myself. I might get to that this week. Maybe I'll actually do it this week so that way we can have a proper send off and proper ceremony of christening the Lego SS America. Because to be honest, chat, I think that the possibilities of us finishing her next stream are incredibly high. So you know what? Next stream, I'm just gonna do it. Next stream, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the last stream, the end. I think, realistically speaking, I think next week we will be able to finish the SS America. Maybe not fully because we're still gonna have the words to do, but finish her minus the words. I think we're gonna be able to do that next stream. Fingers crossed that our progress streak will continue on until then, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see until next week, won't we? So, anyways, with that, till next week, Chad, where we will very hopefully and very likely be able to finish completely finish Lego SS America. Man, we got a lot of good progress on our done. And we're going to try to replicate that in the next stream, hopefully by finishing her. So chat, W stream, absolutely W stream. Uh-oh, broke a part of her off. I'll get that later. But with that, thank you everybody who joined in. Thank you, big shout out and thank you to my two wonderful moderators, Millie and the Sam Tatership. Absolutely wonderful moderators, great at their job. And thank you, mods, for being here. And thank you for everybody else who joined in tonight. It has been, as always, a pleasure talking and chatting with you all. And till next time, this is Michael Lego signing out. I'll see you guys next week.